I'm Janet, Try It Like It, Create It, and I have this new printable in my store for you, and this is mini envelopes with insert cards. And so this is what the file looks like. It's just one PDF sheet, and then if you cut it down to size, this is what you're going to get. So these are the mini envelopes, and then the coordinating tag, or the coordinating cards, fit inside each envelope. Now, you don't have to use them. I just put them in the file thinking that you might be interested in it. So what we need to do here is score our envelopes. And I am just bringing in my Dress My Craft scoreboard. And you can see here what I'm doing is lining up right here on the edge of that envelope. And then I'm going to score this side. All right, and I'm just going to rotate around and do that for all 4 sides. All right, so just quick and easy, just line up. You don't even have to, line up at the top or anything like that. Just line up on a score line. And if you don't have a scoreboard, they're easy enough just to fold by hand. But the scoring does make it easier. And then once you have it folded or scored, then you're just going to fold everything in. All right. And then we're going to glue it down, and then you have your nice little mini envelope. So with the patterns that I have put on them, you can decide, okay, like for me, this is going to be the top. And if I were using this as the front for my ephemera piece, then it would look like this for me. And then this is what the back looks like. And so, if you were going to use the back, you might want it this direction. So you kind of need to decide ahead of time what's what. And then your little card will slip right inside like so. And then all we need to do is go in and glue down all the little edges. And then, you can decide how you want to decorate this, or if you want to cut this off so you can tuck it in, or even cut a little slit so you can tuck that in. You could add an embellishment here that holds this in place. Entirely up to you. But there's 5 of these little envelopes, and you can see the coordinating color here is typically the lightest, or a light color. So this guy I picked up on probably the lightest color here, so that you have a card that you can write on. Now the back is white, so you can, journal or add to it, embellish, add stickers, whatever you like. And then here's the green one with the, there we go, with the mint color. All right. And then the last one here is kind of a moody one. It does have some flowers and some stems in here, so you kind of decide which way you want to do it. And just to show you, and then of course the gray card that goes with it. All right, just to show you here, I'll use this kind of Japanese print. If you don't have a scoring board, you can just really go in here and fold these by hand. Just pay attention that your fold lines up like so. In fact, this might even be faster for you than using a scoreboard. All right, and then you can decide which flap is the top. Now, I am probably going to use them this way, leaving the flap visible and gluing them down into a place. So this back part here doesn't really matter as much to me. However, I do like the flower up at the top. And this one, where'd my card go? It was the tan card. All right, so it just slips right in there like so. All right, and then we just have to glue them. And if you have a bone folder, you can just go over those folds that you did with your hand to make sure that they're down nice and crisp. All right, and so either way, scoring or by hand. I'm going to do another one by hand just to show you that it's easy enough to do so. And if you've trimmed or cut into it a little bit beyond where it needs to be in those corners, just make sure that your folds are correct. All right. And then this is my last fold here. And there's the text that you can't read. Make sure it's up correct. And then I'm just gonna go over these edges here and insert my card. And once I have them all done, I will come back and glue them in place. And I'll show you that in just a second, just to kind of show you what they all look like. And so yeah, I'm just gonna continue on with folding with my hands because it's quick and easy. But if you like that crispness of using the scoreboard, I wanted to show you how to line up so that that works correctly for you. Okay. Like that and like that. Now this one, I'm not sure which I care to be on the front. There we go, just like that, and I got one more to go. All right. I don't know about you, but I tend to like little things, and so I thought these were just so darn cute. This one, I don't know if I'm getting it correctly or not. I'm gonna score it because it just feels a little crooked to me. Yeah, I guess it was just me. So which one do I want to be on top? I think the light, even though it looks upside down to me. Oh, it's right on that side though. All right. So yeah, you can see here, if you fold it a little wrong when you go to flip it over, can you see how we've got a little bit of paper sticking out there? You can just trim those off, or you can go back in and refold this edge if it's lining up incorrectly for you. And I'm probably being a little too fussy here with that fold. How does that look? That's better. All right. Honestly, if you're going to glue it down this way to something, you're never going to see that that has an ever so little overflap piece there. But wouldn't these be cute ways to like send a little greeting to somebody? Put this in the inside a card. You could say, you know, put something in there that says happiness, or, you know, anything really. All right, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring in wet glue. What I'm using here is Reptile glue. It's a kind of a wet tacky glue, and I've put it into a smaller glue bottle. And so all I need to do is go in here and glue along these edges, all right, but I don't want to go all the way to the top here. So I'm just going to run a nice little seam right here, and my glue bottle, there we go. All right, it's almost time to refill this little guy. So right along there, right along that edge, doesn't need a lot. And then you're just going to pinch it closed. And you want to make sure that you don't get any up here on that triangle, because you don't want to glue to your insert, right? And if those inserts feel tight to you, you can trim off a little bit. All right. But the other thing you can do is just grab hold here with your thumb, because look at that. All right, just grab hold with your thumb there and don't glue past your thumb. And you really don't need a lot of glue here. Can you tell how little bit I am getting on here? Maybe even more on my fingers than on the envelope itself. Just make sure you're not gluing the insert in there. And of course, you don't have to put it, in there ahead of time like I did. I just put them in to show you how they coordinate and how they fit. But when you're gluing like this, you probably don't even want them in there for fear of getting glue on them, right? So there, we have 5 little envelopes that we can use in our junk journaling, in our scrapbooking, in our card making, gift giving. Let's say you were doing flowers for somebody, you're doing flowers from your garden or whatever. This would be a cute little card, right? I got glue on me. This would be a cute little card to put your greeting and then put it in the bouquet, right? So 5 little envelopes that I'm going to leave open until I do something with them. So maybe in a week or so I will come back and we can embellish these and see what they look like.